I would love it if you could just leave all the thoughts that you have brought with you this morning back where they came from, and just center yourself this morning for a few minutes as we just prepare ourselves for this wonderful service that we're having today. And I invite you to just gently close or lower your eyes as we prepare. One with all beings, I contribute to a consciousness of peace. People of diverse cultures and belief systems around the world all desire peace. Each person is an expression of God, an instrument of peace. I align my thoughts with those like-minded people, opening the way to harmony and spiritual freedom. Together, we tap into the power of love to bless one another and every being in the world. We look beyond prejudice or narrow-mindedness to envision a world of respect, understanding, and oneness of purpose. Going within now, I begin by stilling my mind, trusting in divine wisdom to see me through any seeming obstacle. Resting with closed eyes, I deliberately shut away the outside world. Like a fog lifting, my mind clears and I tune into God's message for me. I remain open to divine direction with a willingness to listen. I now hear the still, small voice within me in the silence. This divine whisper of peace and love continues to guide me on my spiritual journey. Always, through this sacred listening, I find my way. I now have clarity with peace of mind to take inspired action and know that I am forever blessed. Namaste.
Thank you so much. Namaste. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. The song is written by Ricky Byers. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show. God was the Son, God is the Son, but God so much more than the earth or the stars or all of creation. God is creator, all in all, and leading us to shine His light as me, as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Command my hands, what must they do? Command my life, it's here for you. God is the love that heals all creation. God is creator, He makes all things new. God needs us, yes, to shine its light as me and as you, so use me. Oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Show me all that I must do. Yes. Show me all that I must do. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. Yes. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of God. You are my family. You are the face of God.
Thank you, Kitty, for that beautiful sentiment. So I might invite everyone just to relax and get the spirit to play as we are in this field. As I recognize the source, the Almighty One that is in me, through me, and around me, the oneness of it all, as I get to know and play and be who I am, knowing that I am a beautiful, playful, loving soul, knowing that the Spirit of love, of joy, of peace, of abundance, and allness that there is now penetrating, permeating, and surrounding, and going through and all around us. I am knowing that the Spirit is now using me, is now manifesting through me, around me, as its playground, knowing that I could be who I am. I am a teacher, a student, and the greatest lover of all. And knowing that this love that is in me, through me, and around me is the greatest force that I could ever be. It's the greatest invention of woe all over the place, all over the globe. So I'm upholding this truth. I'm knowing that whatever conditions going on around the world right now, whatever that we are seeing, we are experiencing, I know that at the center of it all, there's a divine order that is taking place. So I'm declaring that peace that is within me, that's emanating within me, that's enveloping all around me. Because with this peaceful thought, I'm creating my world peace. I'm creating who I am, that condition that is always manifested with our thoughts. So I'm grateful knowing this truth. I'm grateful for this center I'm calling my heart center. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the Ministry of Prayer team. Thank you for our dear Rebs. First Stacy, Reverend Cheryl, who I know their talk today will be on the spot. Thank you, Yvonne and Charlie, for bringing us together and spreading the word globally. Thank you to our sound system, to Kaden and Jaden. Thank you, Julius. Thank you, Patty and Dave, for the music that you provide for us. Thank you, everyone, for being here and being part of this center, of this love center. So, I am grateful knowing this truth, and in trust and in joy, I am releasing my word to the law. That is always saying yes, knowing that everything is already done, and knowing that this is a beautiful, small world after all. And so it is. I'm carrying my world here. Okay. Namaste.
Alto. Thank you, Reverend. Practitioner.
You got it right.
Practitioner. Incredible. He is so grateful, and I feel that. I felt that when you were speaking. I feel that when Kitty was speaking. I hope you feel that when I'm singing to you. Yes. I know you do. There was a time but now I can see
and Dave, yes. All right, while you're standing, please say with me, God bless America and the rest of the world. And just give yourselves a little squeeze. We're not. All right, I'm Reverend Cheryl Bell, co-senior minister with my friend Stacy and sister. What's her name? Reverend Stacy Hilton.
That one right there.
That one over there. All right, thank you. Patty, tell us about the Nevada room thing?
We are playing. We have a date. Dave and I are going to be doing our acoustic thing at the Nevada room. Actually, it's a part of the Nevada room. It's called the Vegas room. It's lovely. It's a more intimate space. So I truly hope you join us. It's Saturday, March 19th. I surely would love to have you. It is at 8 p.m. our show, but the doors open at 6 or 6:30, I believe, for dinner.
There are some flyers out on the happenings table.
Sahara and commercial. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I still don't know where it is, but that's okay. That's okay. All right, oh my God, it's the first Sunday of March. Today is, if you didn't know, today is Reverend Stacy's half birthday, and it's actually Reverend Wanda's actual birthday. Yes. And whoever else has a birthday in March, here in the seats or virtually, yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to. Please join me. Happy birthday to you. All right? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my dear loved ones, and Reverend Wanda, and a half for Stacy. Happy birthday to
and I know there's some anniversaries happening somewhere, either here or in virtual land. So she's going to sing that too. I don't know whose it is,
but I love to sing,
she
so I
loves
like to do this. I see a pretty dog. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Thank you. Anyone here for the first time? I know, Mark. Hi there. How'd you hear about us? Diana. Well, thank you for coming. What's your name? Ginger. I love that. That's a great name.
Sure is.
It's in the audience back there in the back row. How'd you hear about us? Long time. I love that. Thank you for being here. Hi, we know I've not seen the dog here before, at least. First time for the dog, okay. What's his name? She? What's her name? Shayna. Oh, Shayna, that's nice. That's nice. Anyone else that wants to be acknowledged or not? Where? Oh, you have someone?
New online Sonia from Jamaica. So hi, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Is it her birthday?
I don't think so.
No. Okay. Well, Sonia.
She's just her first time online.
Oh, her first time online? Okay. All right.
It's her birthday.
From Jamaica.
It could be her birthday.
Well, it could be her birthday. I don't know. I don't know. That's right. I know. We have so much to be grateful for. Well, no matter where you are on your spiritual path, you're always welcomed here. And if you haven't noticed already, we have different projectors, different and new, and the screens are bright, and Kaden doesn't even have to turn the lights down. And we have someone who would like to talk to you for a few minutes and tell you about how this happened or not. It's Richard Egan. He's with the Nevada Office of Suicide. Yeah, I need my glasses. The Nevada Office of Suicide Prevention. He's the suicide trainer and outreach facilitator, and he is, and some of his friends are responsible for us having this new equipment. So come on up, Richard. Yes.
I am Richard Egan, Office of Suicide Prevention for the state of Nevada. Before the pandemic, Stacy, I really don't remember how we met, but you invited my team here to use the center for something that needs to be done. Connectiveness matters. In suicide prevention efforts, I believe that that's the number one resiliency factor for suicide, is building connectiveness. Connectiveness can be in this room. Connectiveness can be in your neighborhood. Connectiveness can be amongst friends, coworkers, classmates, family. When you build connectiveness, you build resiliency to life issues. And that's what gets most people there. We have been training in this center for almost a year and a half, almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
And through the pandemic, we brought people here to teach them how to be more suicide alert. We hold classes here on a regular basis, so if anybody wants to come to them, the flyers are out on the table. Please look at our webpage if you want to come here and learn how to be suicide alert. We can do that. It's just like learning to do CPR for a heart attack. When you find somebody in that dark place, they give off clues and hints and symptoms, if you would. And we teach you how to have a conversation with them and connect them to appropriate resources. In the state of Nevada, 1999 and prior, we were #1. Hands down, no other state could touch us. That's not the best place to be, is it? 2000 to 2010, we fluctuated between #1 and #5. Between 2010 and 2020, we have now fluctuated between #5 and #13. We've been out of the top 10 3 times now in the past 6 years.
Yeah.
2020, we moved to 13. That's the most current validated data that I have from the CDC. It's the first time we've ever been that far away from #1, but we have some things going on that you need to be aware of. Our adults, 25 to 64, have come down significantly. We actually reduced, just like the nation did in 2019 and 2020. But in 2020, we had some age shifts. 17 and under, we went from 12 being our youngest to 2 8-year-olds and 1 9-year-old. We have an age shift going on. Our 18 to 24-year-olds have increased significantly. Our elderly has steadied off. We're 4th in the nation amongst our elderly. But with our youth, we went from 24th to 18th. If you know of somebody that may be addicted to social media, we do know that social media can cause isolation if it's not balanced with human contact. That's what you do, Reverend Bell, Reverend Stacy. You build connectiveness amongst people. You are on the front lines of doing this. Together, we are making a difference. If you want to be part of that, making a difference, listening, paying attention to your neighbors, just walk outside, and if you see somebody's head hanging low, ask them if there's something you can do for them. That may be the key that gets them out of that dark place when they realize that somebody cares. Thomas Mendel Hall, he works for me as a volunteer in the Office of Suicide Prevention. He purchased the projectors on his own dime. Dynamic Scenery, who makes scenes for any different types of stage and many different organizations, did all the installation at no cost. They donated their time to come in and make all of this happen. And I think the projectors are beautiful.
Yeah.
Because I sat there Saturday morning fixing everything, and I grabbed hold of some of your videos and listened to the music, and it was just me. But the music that's played in here helps build connectiveness to God and each other, and that makes a difference. Thank you, Reverend Bell.
and Tom. They're awesome. We were moved to see if they needed a place when we heard the numbers for the youth going up in suicide. So it's I love it. Circulation, that's how it works, people. Love it, love it. Thank you so much, Richard. All right, so hey, let's have fun.
There's a video.
Oh no, Patty's first. Oh, Patty's before the video, sorry.
Okay, sorry. I know what's going on. It's fine. No, you see, you laugh, but I know. No, it's fine. I know exactly what's happening. No, I'm fine. You just happened to catch me off guard for a second. I thought there was a video. Hi, guys.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Egan. You and the other gentleman, I'm so sorry I forgot his name. Tom? Well, I can't thank you enough. I have no idea that you angels were out there. That's what it's all about, right? Angels like you guys. Thank you.
It's a beautiful song from
The movie and the show Pocahontas.
May this be the day we come together. Mourning, we come to mend. Withered, we come to weather. Torn, we come to tend. Battered, we come to better. Tethered by this year of yearning, we are learning that though we weren't ready for this, we have been readied by it. We steadily vow that no matter how we are weighed down, we must always pave a way forward. This hope is our door, our portal. Even if we never get back to normal, someday we can venture beyond it, to leave the known and take the first steps. So let us not return to what was normal, but reach toward what is next. What was cursed, we will cure. What was plagued, we will prove pure. Where we tend to argue, we will try to agree. Those fortunes we forswore, now the future we foresee. Where we weren't aware, we're now awake. Those moments we missed are now these moments we make, the moments we meet. And our hearts, once all together beaten, now all together beat. Come, look up with kindness yet, for even solace can be sourced from sorrow. We remember not just for the sake of yesterday, but to take on tomorrow. We heed this old spirit in a new day's lyric in our hearts. We hear it for old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne. Be bold, saying time this year. Be bold, saying time, for when you honor yesterday, tomorrow ye will find. Know what we fought need not be forgot, nor for none. It defines us, binds us as one. Come over, join this day just begun. For wherever we come together, we will forever overcome. For none, it defines us, binds us as one. Come over, join this day just begun. For wherever we come together, we will forever overcome.
Yes. Amanda Gorman, Poet Laureate. It's Women's History Month. And so I thought we'd start out with that. Actually, Lauren had talked about, she had watched that back in January, practitioner Lauren Ballardini. And, I watched it and I'm like, yeah, it's great. And it just doesn't feel like it's a new day. And this weekend, I thought, it's a new day. Anybody else feeling that shift? Yes. There's a shift that has occurred in just this past year, this past month or so. And it feels good. It feels good. And yet there's still so much that is going on in the world that doesn't feel so great. Yes. So the themes of Amanda Gorman's poem, A New Day's Lyric, it's about struggle, it's about healing, it's about unity. And in our teaching, we talk about unity, and Dr. Holmes says this. Dr. Holmes is the author of the Science of Mind textbook and the founder of Science of Mind and Spirit. And Dr. Holmes says in what we believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. We believe in the direct revelation of truth through our intuitive and spiritual nature, and that anyone may become a revealer of truth who lives in close contact with that indwelling God. Yeah. Amanda Gorman talks about that idea of we were not ready for this, or we're still not ready for this, all that's taking place in the world, but we are ready by it. And so I'm a firm believer in I pray hard. And you don't have to pray hard in this teaching. It's not like being down on your knees and begging and beseeching. Aldo, let me talk to me about your prayer. Jeez, what a prayer. What a prayer. The feeling from which that prayer came from, That's what I mean by praying hard. The feeling tone, that's where the money is. The feeling tone from which from which he spoke that prayer, I could feel it to the tips of my toes. When Patty sings, it's a prayer. I can feel it all the way through my body when Dave plays. I pray hard and I play hard. I play hard, because I deserve it. We each deserve it. Anybody been out there playing yet? Raise your hand if you've been playing. Raise your hand. Okay, for those of you that don't have your hands raised, what you doing? What you waiting for? Because we want you out there with that feeling tone of laughter, of joy, of love. Because if we can overcome all of that other stuff that is going on in the world, we overcome it with love and with joy and with laughter. We can do that. And now we're able to be out and about and do that, aren't we? Like I said, there's a shift. I've been out more this weekend probably than I've been in, well, no, I'm always out and about. let me not lie from up here. I'll lie from down here. So, but there is a new feeling of that connect. I mean, I feel safe to connect. It feels safe, which we haven't experienced in some time, for those of us that were feeling unsafe, right? It's nice to look at somebody and not see the mask, but to see the smile. And I know we can see it in the eyes, but it's a little different, right? A little different. Yeah. Be bold. Honor yesterday. Let's not forget what we've come through and just toss it aside like, oh, well, done with that COVID thing. Let's be really willing to honor that which has taken place because we've come through it. For those of us that made it through, there's 800,000 of us that didn't make it through. It's a big number. It's a big number. And I'm grateful for all that this has taught, and I'm honoring them by remembering what I've learned through this time. Right? So our theme this month is about play. Like I said, I pray hard and I play hard. We haven't had much ability to play in community lately, though, and so I'm knowing that that's coming back really soon with sacred suppers and picnics and things that we have always done together traditionally that we've kind of been cut off where some of us weren't in attendance because we didn't feel safe. So we can go to the Nevada room and see Patty and Dave.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We can go out and see Karen Jones. We can go out and do all that we do and feel that connection. Because as Richard Egan said, connection is what these folks that are experiencing this idea of suicide, they're not feeling the connection. They're not feeling their value. That's what we do really well here. It's not so much about, it is about the teaching. It's the teaching that is life-changing. But if you don't subscribe to it as much, if you're not into the classes, okay. But if you come in here and you get a smile and a hug, we're going to go back to hugs. We're going to go back to hugs. And a feeling that somebody cares. That's what this place is about. More than anything else, if you don't get anything else, know that there's somewhere in Las Vegas, in where you live, most of you live here in Las Vegas, that loves you. And that we love and think enough of you to plan our whole Sunday around each and every person that walks through these doors. We don't know who's going to come through here. And it's all about that. It's all about that. Yeah. The family that prays together stays together. I would say the family that plays together stays together. Right? This beautiful family here, I'm looking at Taya and Joan and Anthony. I see them go to the Knights games and they hang out and they play together. I'm assuming they pray together as well, right? Right? Our talk is so happy together. We are a lovely community. We are a lovely, diverse community. We would like a little bit more youth. And they're coming. They're coming. But we can play together because we have this thing called this like-minded thing, and we know that we're one. And so we enjoy that ability to do that together. It doesn't get much better than that, right? Can anybody remember the last time they laughed? I mean, really laughed. Raise your hand if you remember. Yeah? For those that don't have your hand, that don't have your hand raised, why? I know you're going through some stuff. We all are. And you know, I can get serious about the stuff, but I take as much time to be serious as I do to laugh. That's what it's about, the balance of life. Right? Spiritual side, like I say, it's always perfect. The other side is rocky. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know. You don't know what Spirit's got going on. We don't know why. And I look at it, and I face it head on, and I see it, and I'm like, I know Spirit's got me. I know Spirit's got me. So I don't have to fear. It's springtime almost. Why do we set the clocks back? Forward.
Next week.
Jeez. Gee. All right. Well, I'm happy about that too. Whoopee. Yeah. But there's seeds that we can start to plant, if you will, right? It's a new season, new planting season. What seeds would you like to plant to harvest? Love, joy, peace. Play. Play. You know, there's a reason why we have recess in schools. Well, probably so the teachers can get a little bit of a break. But okay, a lot of a break. But it's important for us to remember that we are here to be in joy. To be in joy. You know, we can't solve the problem from the same mind that created the problem. Albert Einstein tells us this. And sometimes the problems aren't going to necessarily just shift right away, but sometimes if you could look at it upside down, sideways, and you get to do that through playing. We don't have to be so serious and pray so much. We can just bring our feeling into that, whatever it is that we're doing, and realize all the goodies that we have, the lavish abundance, if you will, that we have. It is our birthright. A lavish abundance means laughter. It means joy. It's just not money. It's all that is good in the world is lavish abundance. I mean, bring on the goodies. Keep them coming. I want to be dripping in joy. Not necessarily in pearls or diamonds. I'm not going to be opposed to it. However, but if I can be dripping in lavish abundance with joy, it doesn't get much better than that. And I feel it every time I walk in here on a Sunday morning when I'm around a few of you. I feel that. I feel my heart is uplifted. That's where we all want to be. So we got to do our part. Put in joy and get out more joy. Put in love. Let's get out more love. Open your hearts to it. If you haven't been laughing, by gosh, you don't even have to go anywhere. Just you can turn on Netflix. I know you all have Netflix. And if you don't have Netflix, you have something that you can watch that can make your heart just soar. That's what the times are calling for. We need us to live from that place, knowing that we are love, and the more love that we feel, the more we can give it back. That's how it works. That's how it works, Reverend Michelle. I want to end with a little reading in this thing called You. It's my favorite Ernest Holmes book. And Dr. Holmes says, you're united with all. You're one with the eternal light itself. The presence of spirit within you blesses everyone you meet, tends to heal everything you touch, brings gladness into the life of everyone you contact. Therefore, you are a blessing to yourself, to humankind, and to the day in which you live. So say to yourself, today I uncover the perfection within me. In its fullness, I reveal the indwelling kingdom or queendom. I look out upon the world of my affairs, knowing that the spirit within me makes my way both immediate and easy. I know that there is nothing in me that could possibly obstruct or withhold the divine circuit of life and love which good is. My word dissolves every negative thought or impulse that could throw a shadow over my perfection. God flows through me to all. Good shines through my thoughts and actions. Good harmonizes my body so that it revitalizes and manifests perfection in every cell, in every organ, in every function. Good harmonizes my mind so that love sings joyously in my heart. I am completely conscious of all good in me, around me, and in all that is. I am in complete unity with good. I have complete confidence in my knowledge and understanding of the law of good. I not only know what the law is, I know how to use it. I know that I shall obtain definite results through the use of it. I realize that doubts about my ability to use this law are things of thought. What thought has produced, thought can change. Knowing this, having confidence in my ability to use the law and using it daily for specific purposes, gradually I build up an unshakable faith, both in the law and the possibility of demonstrating it. There is no doubt in me, no uncertainty rising through me. My mind rejoices in certainty and in assurance, and I confidently expect that my word shall not return unto me void. Yes, and so it is.
All right, I'm gonna move this. I'm a stagehand by night.
All right. Even if
I don't know how to be a stagehand. I'm gonna work on it.
just so happy together, man.
I'm too busy playing.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Reverend Stacy.
You do not stop playing. I don't even know who said it. You do not stop playing because you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing.
That's
right. Right? I have no idea who said that.
You just did.
I just did. Okay, cool. I believe that Spirit has created each of us with an overflowing capacity for joy. Balance and freedom. And yet we have a very human tendency to get caught up in the busyness of the world and forget to engage those essential aspects of ourselves. At least I know I do. I'm sure it's only me. Not. Did you know that play is a sacred activity? Absolutely. I believe it is absolutely necessary for our complete expression in this life. Play is healing to the body and the mind and the heart. It connects us to others and inspires our greater yet to be. We spent the afternoon yesterday at a little gallery of a friend of ours, and it's Women's Month. So all the art was by women. I think they're going all week, right? I'll have to send that information out. And it was a good turnout. I mean, people are just wanting to get out. Because we've gone when it was just a few of us there, and it was a great turnout for her. I was very happy for her. Of course, there was wine, too, so. You know, on my refrigerator, there's a magnet that says, choose joy. I sign off on a lot of notes that I send to people for birthday wishes. Choose joy with that statement. You know, play helps us to build relationships, filled with joy and meaning. You know, I happen to know that our community here embraces the idea of playing together. Prior to the pandemic, we did a lot of playing. And we kind of just, you know, we still made every attempt to connect and keep our connection with one another. But, you know, I don't think we got to play as much, even though I think at Coffee with the Revs, we did some playing, and a little bit. Lunch with the Revs, we did and when I say play too, I also mean laughing. We did some laughing. You know, we love spending time together. That's why you're here. That's why you're online. Can't wait till you come back to the seats. And we will get back to that. We'll get back to that. I know it. The endemic is in sight, right? Once we're willing to play with one another, we have that opportunity to open up even further. Loosening up in front of people, right? Being our authentic and silly selves, joyful selves. You know, that just gives, I believe, and I know, for me, what has happened in the last few months, it has given people a chance to see my heart when I'm playful. Because I have a feeling that people, you know, might not think I have one sometimes. At least that's what Reverend Stacy tells me.
She's playing.
She's playing up. Okay.
Sometimes.
Oh my gosh. Ernest Holmes wrote, Ernest Holmes is the founder of Science of Mind and Spirit and the author of the Science of Mind textbook. The present moment can never provide us with more joy than we are able to embody. You cannot have too much joy. Don't ask my grandmother, though. I was joyful one day, and I think I told you this last week, and she told me, you're going to have a fight today. I'm like, why, grandmother? Because you're just too happy. I'm like, there's no such thing. There's no such thing. Loosening up in front of people and showing your authentic, silly self embodies joy and gives people a glimpse of your heart. I know that to be a fact. It's easiest to be truly open and authentic when it's a part of who you are, and it is a part of who we all are. Watch this. Watch this. joy, people. And a lot of those happen right here in this room. What you don't know about Reverend Stacy is that she loves to dance, if you didn't notice. But folks like to watch her, and can you imagine how much joy that brings them just to watch her? Because you can't help but feel it. You just can't help but feel it. I know, and I don't know if she knows this, but people call her to go to lunch just to hear her laugh. Even if she pays for the lunch, they go to hear her. That might be another reason. But she has always had an infectious laugh, in my opinion. And there's no one here that doesn't know that. She had her, you see her, you saw her. They call her so they can feel that joy. They didn't tell her that when they called. But I know, oh, I gotta go, I'm going to lunch with so-and-so. I'm like, oh, they need some laughter. Laughter is like medicine. It is healing. You know, our visioning queen over there, Miss Juanita McCoy, she asked us to write a success statement back in 2019, which seems so long ago now. What year? It's 2022, oh my goodness. But I'll tell you, I'm going to read to you what I wrote to her. My vision success statement. Being of service not only to my spiritual family, that's all of you, and all of you, but to the surrounding community. For all to experience oneness and to know that they do not have to do anything to be loved. Success feels like joy and has the healing sounds of laughter. Here, everyone knows what a gift they are to this center and to the world. And they awaken to that. They awaken to their God selves. Now, I invite you all to explore opening up that playfulness. That's our theme for March. It's not only Women's Month, it's Play Month. Open up to that playfulness. Loosen up in front of people. You see them, you know, when Patty and they play the walking out music? You see Oliver up here dancing. You see Carolyn up here dancing. Raven when she's here. Open up. Open up. Accept the invitation. That is an invitation when you get that feeling. And making play a priority now more than ever. Because that is the feeling that I feel is needed in the world today. And it starts with each one of us. Okay? Okay. Choose joy. Namaste.
Thank you so much, you joyful twins. You playful, joyful people. Woo! They are good. What a beautiful team. What a beautiful team. And you know that we are so happy together. I know I'm happy here. Incredibly happy here.
Song by the Turtles.
Imagine me and you, I do. I think about a day and night. It's only right to think about the one you love and hold him tight. So happy together. If I should call you up and us to die, and you say you belong to me, and ease my mind, and happy, happy girl you love, so happy together. Sing with me. I can't see you with nobody but you for all my life. Yes, when you're with me, the skies will be blue for all my life. You and me, no matter how they toss the dice, you have to be the only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. We're gonna go bye-bye. Bye, 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 yeah! And you and me, no matter how they toss the dice, it had to be the only one for me is you, and you for me, so happy together. We're happy together. And how is the weather? We're happy together. So happy together. We're happy together. Always be together. We're happy together. We're happy together. All right, well, thank you. Just play. Just play. Thank you. Thank you, Ron.
All right, this is what we call our opportunity for giving and receiving. This is what we call circulation. This is what and how Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living supports all the things that we do here. Having the classes, the suicide prevention classes, just the community outreach that we do, just so many things that I know this center is here to do. So if you would please take your gift in your hand and say with us, from the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and belief. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And I am so grateful. I'm so grateful to know that each and every person within the sound of my voice and beyond is representing abundance. Abundance in health. Abundance in every area of their lives. What I know is that abundance comes to each just as breathing comes to each of us with no effort on our part. And it is taken for granted by some. I know and recognize that each person here lives in that lavishness and is opulent. And I know that they know it. And for those that may not feel it yet or know it yet, I want you to place a thought in the universe of your abundance as it is the truth of your being. I'm grateful for each and every gift and each and every tithe. As I know it allows Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living to do its work in the world and create a world that works for all. For that I am eternally grateful. And so it is.
And so it is.
I do believe I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it to be so with an open mind. Just a little bit of time. If it serves my highest good, then it will be mine. I do believe, yes, that I will receive. I just have to know and then declare it
support, just send your prayer request to prayer@lasvegascsl.org or text 702-524-7096. The Healing Words Book Club is reading All About Love by Bell Hooks. And they meet on the very last Wednesday of the month at 4 p.m. And if you'd like to join in that discussion, just see Reverend Stacy for the Zoom link. Our Heart of Peace meditation, led by Aldo, who gave the beautiful prayer this morning, is going to be from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. this Wednesday. And boy, we could sure use all the peace we can get right now. So please join if you can. Because Karen Jones will be doing the singing bowls, and she's just amazing. And when you have more people together, it just creates a lot more energy if you can come. Yes. And, and our dearly beloved Patty Powers, is, as we talked about, is having this concert on the 19th it's in the Commercial Center at the Las Vegas room. And the tickets, you can just get the tickets, they're $29.95, and the tickets are on sale. And you got to go on their website, which is vegasnevadarooms.com, and it's for dinner and the show. And we're planning for all of us that want to come from the center to meet at 6:30 right in the front at the front door there, so that we can all kind of gather and sit together. You buy the tickets, but it's not separate seats. I mean, they don't give you your seat. You get your seat when you get in there. So we're all going to meet together at 6:30 on the 19th.
And we're gonna play.
And
Oh, yeah.
we're going to play.
gonna play.
We're going to have fun.
Yeah, we're gonna play.
Okay. And Ricky Byers is going to play too. She's going to be here
that's right.
on Saturday, yes, and April, the first Saturday, April 2nd. And you can buy the tickets at the bookstore now for $44 or at the door for $54. But I'm told that there's not going to be any tickets at the door because it's going to be sold out. So get your tickets now.
I got mine.
See, she's got hers. Okay. And Reverend Cheryl started the 40 Days to Prosperity on Ash Wednesday at 7:30, from 7:30 to 8 in the morning. And we're studying the book by John Randolph Price, which we have in the bookstore, which is only $7. You don't have to buy the book, but if you'd like to, that's wonderful. And so you can still join. So see Reverend Cheryl if you'd like to still join for that, 7:30 morning. And I was told that if I wanted to be naked, I could keep my video off.
That's how it
I'm not
goes.
dressed at 7:30 yet.
No, I'm not judging.
I have no idea who told you that.
We don't judge.
We don't judge. We're not gonna judge.
Okay, she said it, no judgment.
Yeah, we
Okay.
want to be.
Even if we want to play?
We want to be comfortable. That's right. It's about comfort.
Okay. Also, on the same day of Patty's concert, we're having a welcome class on Zoom at 1:30 p.m. And you can register online or call our office for the link. And you don't have to be like somebody that hasn't joined yet. You can be an old member too to get on there and just kind of hear a little bit more. But it's primarily for the welcome class for new ones. Reverend Stacy said something about, don't forget our clock sitting back. You don't go back, we go forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so forward. So if you don't do it, guess what you're going to miss? Our service.
She was playing.
We
I
don't
was playing. She loves to play. I do love to play.
So please turn your clocks forward next Saturday or you'll miss the service. Remember to look for Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living on Amazon when you shop. Just go to smile.amazon.com because we get a percentage. And the bookstore is open today with lots of goodies, and the books against the window are 60% off. And we have jewelry, which I bought some for my granddaughter's birthday Monday. And follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And everybody have a great week.
Thank you, Kitty. You too. Hey.
She wants to be comfortable. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh, she's singing with you, Patty.
That's my baby dog.
I know. You know, it does. Time does spring forward. However, if you don't set your clock, you'll be early.
Oh.
Right?
Right. You won't be at the right time.
You won't be at the right time. Someone will be here. It won't be me. But, yeah. And you know what we want you to know about the tickets for Ricky Byers, and even though the concert starts at 2, we're going to start with some events before, like at noon. And this is being broadcast throughout all of New Thought. So if you want a ticket, I suggest you get it early. Because we do have, even though there are no such thing as limitations, we do have, fire department says we have a limit.
We
So.
have several centers involved.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's being broadcast throughout. So several centers will know about it. We're in partnership with Unity of Las Vegas also. And so Ricky Byers also has her. She has like 60, 70 people here in Vegas that will come. So. And today, Stacy and I probably will run out of here because Abby and Annie have a commitment, a wedding ceremony today. And she has invited anyone that wants to attend by Zoom. It starts at 1 o'clock. These postcards are out on the table out there with the Zoom room number and passcode. So you can join by Zoom. All right, I think that's all I have to say. I'd like to ask the Ministry of Prayer team to please come forward. These are the folks that hold this center up, and they will pray with and for you right here and right now. We call it a 1-minute miracle, but it's really a 1-minute ordinary occurrence. And we have what we call God's Pocket if you want to leave a prayer request there. Those that are here for the first time, please sign our guest book. And if you don't want us to contact you, don't write legibly. If we can't read it, we can't even, we'll make out something and say thank you for coming, but it'll probably go to the wrong person. But it's all good. It's all good. Thank you so much. Reverend Stacy's going to give us a prayer out. Let's go.
Go. Okay. So if you would close or lower your eyes. And I also forgot to mention Kitty. Thank you for that beautiful centering earlier. Appreciate that. So everyone close or lower your eyes, whatever is comfortable for you. And just take a breath in. We're just filling our lungs one more time on this beautiful Sunday morning with all the love and the joy that we've experienced on this beautiful Sunday morning. We practice that idea of being happy together. And we take that idea out into the streets and we bring more joy wherever we go. We bring all the best of who we are wherever we go. We celebrate, we laugh. We live from a place of love and joyful expansion. That consciousness we're bringing to the restaurant where we have brunch or lunch or dinner, to our family tables, to our homes, to our friends' homes, wherever it is that we go, we're doing joy. We're playing this month. I would invite you to do it every month, but at least start today, this month. And so I'm knowing as we go out, I'm knowing that each of us has a wonderful, beautiful experience this beautiful day. I'm knowing that Abby and Annie's commitment ceremony is perfection, that they enjoy themselves. And each and every person that is there enjoys themselves. And so we just go out and about and be the love and the light that we are. And with that, I simply say, and so it is.
And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Were there any children?
No children.
All right, so if you would...
Yeah.
Of course. I'm just talking about right here and right now. If you would all please stand and let's sing our peace song. And if you're comfortable holding hands or not, it's okay.
Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as our power, loved ones all are we. Now we walk
know this in my mind.
I know this in my mind.
I feel it in my body.
I feel it in my body.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Make it a great week.
You guys ready to play?
Okay, we're just, here we go.
You guys ready? Yeah. Up a little bit. Thanks, buddy.
You've got a cute way of talking. You got the better of me. That's my baby, no. Just snap your fingers and I'm walking like a dog hanging on your leash. You put a spell on me, right where you want me to be. You make me feel like dancing. I wanna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. I wanna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. I feel like dancing, woo, dancing, woo, dance the night away. I feel like dancing, woo, dancing. What took you for in the morning? I ain't feeling tired, no, 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 no.
Thank you for letting me love her.
Just hold me tight and leave on the line. 'Cause I don't wanna go home. Spell on me, right where you want me to be. You make me feel like dancing. I wanna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. I wanna dance the night away. You make me feel like dancing. Come on, I feel like dancing. Woo, dancing. Woo, dance the night away. I feel like dancing. Woo, dancing. Woo, dance the night away. I feel like dancing. Woo, dancing. Woo, dance the night away. I feel like dancing. Woo, dancing.
Thank you guys. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you next week.
Bye, Patty.